Jenna Apgar, and we are back again today with day 7 of our winner's journey, trying to get you on the path to getting your first Kyvio win with $1,000 in the bank, all from your membership. Today we are covering organic LinkedIn traffic, and this is the final day of your first week trying to get all those initial pieces in place and trying to bring that awareness in that we'll discuss more later this month. But today we're going to focus on LinkedIn. After I kind of cover all these basics, I'm going to jump over and we're going to do a screen share. I'm going to walk you through all of these so that it makes sense. The very first thing is create a profile. If you don't have a profile, just like we did yesterday with the Facebook page, you're going to need that critical piece. The second one, not as important, is to create a business page, because then you can add that to your skills and your job sets and it can link back automatically. And then more critically is to optimize your profile. So that kind of goes back to the business page. We want to make sure that you have a proper tagline under your name as part of LinkedIn, because people are going to see that anytime you comment, anytime you message them, that you have that job description that includes your training, your membership, and that's going to link back to your business page. The next one is going to be your summary, and this one's really critical. I don't want you to get bogged down into your summary, but we do want it to link back to that landing page and give them a lot of reasons why they should be going to that landing page. And also your skills down at the bottom, just so they're there, and as we work on it, that people can start marking those down and, what's the specific word for them? Recommending you for those specific skill sets. And then number 3, we're going to want to build some recommendations. I love recommendations on LinkedIn because A, you get to approve them, so they're all going to be positive, but they're public. So if you put something as a testimonial on your landing page, somebody can actually link back and see a human being with a full profile recommended you on LinkedIn. And I want you to both ask and give those recommendations. Always a value-centric. Don't forget to recommend those people who have made an impact on your business. And number 4, I want you to learn how to search for your ideal clients on LinkedIn and start connecting with them. So a lot of people, this is where they start balking a little bit, but you have to ask yourself, are you an individual who only wants to connect with people you know, or are you a business owner? This is a whole conversation in of itself, but on LinkedIn, on Facebook, people are very particular. You must be a friend. We must know each other. I must be able to call you at 2 o'clock in the morning if I have a problem. That is a friend. On LinkedIn, it's very business-minded, and people don't mind connecting with people they don't per se know, but that could be a good connection and network for themselves. So on here, we're going to have 2 different sets that we're going to cover, and I'm going to give you a couple of the scripts in your checklist that are some of the ones that have worked incredibly well for me and others. And the first one is going to be send messages. So after we search for your ideal client, if you happen to be connected, we're going to list the ones that are first connections already. We have the capability of messaging those people directly. You may not have their email address, but you will have access to message them on LinkedIn. The second set are your second connections. These are the ones that are going to be the easiest to connect with on LinkedIn, and we're going to send them a connection message that includes a landing page, taking them there and telling what your offer is, but in as few words as humanly possible. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump over to LinkedIn, and we're going to cover these so that you can get these done today and you know exactly what I'm talking about and how to do it.
Okay, so we are now in LinkedIn, and I want to walk you through a couple of the things that you need to have going on LinkedIn to take care of today's task, but also start to build some organic reach and reach out specifically to your target niche, client avatar, and market. Why do you want to do this? I just went through and I got this post today. Thank you for endorsing me for fashion. So one of the things we do is we automate the endorsing for skills. Jenna, I'm interested in talking to you about your offer on your LinkedIn profile. Can you call me when you have a minute? I am helping and I'm doing things that will help attract my target market to me so that they will start the conversations, and it's not me being the sales pitch person who's constantly bombarding you by offering value. Setting up your LinkedIn profile in the way that we're going to go through today, this is one of the ways you can do it. And you can see right here on the side in my summary, I have a special LinkedIn Connections offer for them, and that is what she's referencing. So first and foremost, I need you to go through the process of actually creating, can I make this go? There we go. creating your own personal LinkedIn profile. And when you first log in, if you do not already have one, it's going to walk you through the different steps to do this, okay? So the very first thing is obviously make sure you have your name. You can come over here in the edit section, that you have your first name and your last name in there. I go ahead and I squeezed in any letters you have after your name, especially when I'm working in the construction, interior design, and architectural markets. This LEED AP comes into mark. The CDMP, that is our Certified Digital Marketing Professional. If you've earned those letters, put them in there, right? Make sure this is your actual name. You can add your foreigner name. I don't like how it appears, and at this point, I've been married so long, Apgar is my name. Now your headline. Your headline is very important to optimize your profile. Why? Because I want you to tell people exactly who you're marketing to. So in an additional training, not this particular 30-day launch one, but we can go in, this is changeable, this headline. So let's say for a month or 3 months, I'm focusing solely on the niche of marketing for real estate, and this is not even niching. I have real estate and legal industries. But I could just put right here, in the legal industries. That means if I'm targeting lawyers or anybody who works in Bells Bondsman, that they know I'm specific to them, right? Your current position, this is something we're going to want to add a new position. But look, this is the only position later in my profile and my jobs that I'm currently working at. So if you haven't created a job for yourself as it pertains to your membership, you're not going to be able to select this yet. I have my education shown. If I went to a different college, I could pick whichever one's going to work best for your niche market. I have all my basic information in here. And here's the next and probably the most important aspect. The most important one is A, you have it. 2, this headline right here. We're going to pick something highly targeted, and you might even come back and change this after we do the bullet points to something that's a little bit more specific. This next one, this summary is huge. I want you to write something not about what you're looking for. I want you to write about what you bring to the table for your target membership. I've actually not written mine in a long time. It was built when we didn't have a target or a niche market. It was built when my offer was different. And I was talking about bring me the competitors. We were testing out the different ways that we could get someone's attention. But you'll see we have little arrows and spaces we want to break out. One of the things I do notice I have in here is I have 3 different calls to action where this has been a hodgepodge. Do not do that. I'm going to come in there and I'm going to work right along with you, and I'm going to be rewriting mine. And I'm going to ensure that I only have one call to action. Maybe your call to action changes in 3 months, but at any given point in time, put a calendar together and say, this is what I'm working on for 3 months. This is what I'm focusing on. This is what I'm selling. This is what my call to action is on all my low-level awareness level pieces. LinkedIn also gives you the opportunity to upload different media. So if you're putting together some infographics and presentations, this is a great opportunity to put those in here. I don't want you to dwell on this aspect. Please, please, please do not dwell. But get this basic information in here with a focus on the summary and on your headline being very catchy, specific to your niche market. You don't have to put oh, I'm the architect of books, writer, keynote speaker. Your audience doesn't care about who you are. They want to know how you can help them. How are you going to bring profit to them? How are you going to save them time? How are you going to help them travel in retirement? What are you doing for them? Okay. I want you to save that. If you come over here at work, create a company page. So we're going to do We Coach Kyvio. I am the official representative. Create page. Make sure you get this stuff right too, because that stuff you can't change. Let's see. So this is the basic. You can put a quick about us. You can take the same thing you wrote in your summary and add it here. If you want to add specialties, you can add them in here. I can put a website URL. This one is going to be wecoach.kyvio.com. Company size, 2 to 10, year founded, 19, oh my gosh, 2018. Select industry, this is gonna be more marketing. So that's a little bit new on LinkedIn, but we have it done and we're gonna publish. Yay! Okay, so when I go back over to my profile, and let's see, experience. I'm going to add some experience. Kyvio mentor at we coach Kyvio. Location, Dallas Fort Worth. We're going to go with, been doing this a little while. April 2018. I currently work here, update my industry, update my headline. We're not touching any of that. Media. Again, you can add more, share with my network, why not? So now it adds up here. As soon as I put a logo in my company profile, I'll get a logo right here. But now it's added, so if somebody is actively researching me in the engage phase, the excitement phase, or even the ascension stage, they can come down here and see this, and I have the opportunity to write, as you can see with my agency, a little bit about what we do and how we do it. The important aspect that it's here so people can see it. And so now we have our personal profile, we have our business profile. We're going to make sure that we have it optimized with a great headline and a summary that we've connected the two. Now the big one that I want you, the other one, let me go back, it's all the way down here. I want you to make sure you add your skills that you can have. I want to add Kyvio to mine. Add. Show more, I believe. How can we do this? It's been a little while. Edit here. Here we go. So I have my top skills. I have industry knowledge, tools and technologies, interpersonal skills. This is great. This is actually fairly new to me. And other skills. Kyvio's down here. You may not select more than 3 top skills. Remove one selected and choose something different. Marketing strategy, social media marketing, and public speaking. Public speaking, I don't get paid to be a speaker. I do that for free because I essentially sell on the back end and create awareness for myself. So I'm actually going to remove that one. Okay, we're going to unpin it that way. So it will go in whatever space, and I'm going to pin this one. Now this is a new one. This would be a great opportunity for me to go endorse other people, and we'll talk about that in a moment, so that they will come back and endorse me for one of my top skills. And hopefully anybody who I've trained in Kyvio or helped them with Kyvio, if they come to my LinkedIn page, in theory, they will endorse me for that skill. And I'm going to hit save. And now if you see, now here I have marketing strategy, social media, and now I have Kyvio. I don't have any endorsements though. So whereas marketing strategy, I have 90 endorsements, 84 for social media, 40 for digital marketing, 32 for social media management as opposed to marketing. You can see all these different ones, and Kyvio has none, so I don't have this space over here, but the goal is to get there. All right, on to, thank you. And as you can see, as I've announced it, now people are acknowledging it, a lot of them all at the same time. But it gives them a chance to start a conversation, and that works. That's the whole goal here. Is I want you, let me scroll down to see where it is at. You can reorder all these sections on your profile. Here we go. Recommend, I'm going to get all these endorsements now that I've said something. All these recommendations. At this point in time, I had specifically to LinkedIn, I've received 16 recommendations. That means these are 16 testimonials. Now, they may not always be for your membership site, right? But if you've helped people in regards to the area that's specific to your membership site, come up here and ask for the recommendation. Who do you want to ask? So I might go to Neil. So Neil Napier, and y'all will know that is one of the founders, co-founders of, here we go, select a relationship. So you might actually select your membership site. This is while, the connection was while I am a warfare marketing strategist at Warfare Marketing, and I'm going to hit next. So I'm telling him, you can be very specific. Hey, I'm starting a new membership that I'll be looking to launch in 2 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it might be. I could really appreciate feedback from those people that I have helped in regards to blank, whichever your niche is. The more specific, like if you're niching to attorneys and how, like, let's say I want to only market, offer marketing services for attorneys. If I get more recommendations from attorneys for my marketing services, obviously that's better than, you know, the guy you went to high school with 30 years ago. And then just hit send and do that. Be strategic with who you asked, right? But definitely make a point to ask people. A lot of times all that's standing between you and testimonials is the ability to ask. So I want you to go ahead and ask. The next one I want you to do is focus on giving. Always add value. If you're going to ask people, go ahead and give. So right here is a great example. William Morton is one of our members with Business Growth Network. He's somebody I work with on a regular basis, giving advice to and consulting with, but he's also my photographer. Like, if you see a picture of me online, he probably took it. He's my photographer. He's great. I'm not using anyone else. I'm not going to ask him for something that I'm not willing to give. I've actually used his professional services. I'm writing him a recommendation and then I'm going to ask. And it's really as simple as that. And if there's something specific you want in the recommendation, hey, I want you to point out the work we did on this project, let them know that ahead of time so that they know what it is you're asking for and they can be the most helpful. All right, onward and upward. Interesting thing about LinkedIn, and the reason I am specifically going through LinkedIn, and I specifically want you to use LinkedIn. Watch this. Let's say I would like to create a membership site that teaches attorneys how to market their business utilizing the systems we've built. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to search for attorney and people. I have almost 1 million results. I mean, that's amazing, right? Let's say I really prefer to focus on the Dallas-Fort Worth area and then I will work outward. And this way I can tailor all my advertisements that are going to work in conjunction with this effort on the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I now have just over 18,000 results. Oh, all these people congratulating me on the new job. Okay. So this is why I want you to use LinkedIn. You can see how many conversations we could be starting. I can go back into my messaging and I can let them know exactly what I'm doing. Hey, it's something new. We're putting together a membership, a 30-day membership launch. Have you ever considered creating a membership site relative to help you bring in new clients in such and such area? And you'll, of course, personalize it. So this is why you can see right here, right now, LinkedIn working, giving the things that we're telling you to do. So the first thing I want you to do is hit First Connections. So these are 236 attorneys that I am directly connected to. You can come in here and really quick write a message. So this message, I've already sent them a message, but here's a great example. Hi, Salim. I'm the wife of an attorney and certified digital marketing professional. We've had great success with a bankruptcy attorney, tripled his business, and presenting exactly how we did it on Friday, July 13th, 2018. That's coming up. Should build that. Is this something you'd be interested in going to? And I have a link directly where they can sign up. This is exactly what I'm talking to. So it's creating a message just like this that you can send to somebody, that it's inviting them to have that free offer that you built already. You've already built a free membership. You have a landing page. You have a thank you page. Go ahead and put the link to your landing page in here in a short message and send it directly to all the people who are on your first connections. Next step. So after you send your first connections, and I have, as you can see, 236 people that I can go through and personalize a message to. Yes, personalization is better. You might weed some of these out, like he may not be the right person. So if he's, this is a different. So this is, he looks like he's an attorney for himself. if he were still working at Bryce, Vander, and Linden and Wernick, love attorney names, he's obviously not one of the partners there, so he may not be the person I want to talk to. And that goes back to understanding exactly who your target market is, who hires you, and who doesn't. So that's what you can do to people who you're already connected to. Now I'm going to go up here. I'm going to uncheck that and select Second Connections. These are people, I have now almost 3,000 attorneys in the area that I can connect to easily. And when I do so, I can type out a message that says add a note. You have 300 characters where you can invite them to your landing page. So it's going to look very similar. Let me back up here. Actually, I'm just going to copy this one. I'm actually going to can I open this in another window? Copy that. I'm going to open this in a new tab so I can pull that link. Go back to where I was. So here is Sandra. I'm going to connect to her, add a note, and I'm going to make sure I use her name. Helps when you spell the words right. Interested. Forgot an E. I've personalized it. I've said hi to her. I'm obviously talking to an attorney, so I can personalize it in that direction. I'm letting her know what's in it for her. We've had great success with a specific bankruptcy attorney, tripled his business, and presenting exactly how we did it on this particular day. Is this something you'd be interested in going to? Send invitation. And just like that, I have now sent her a connection. Now, when she connects with me, I have the opportunity to send another thing that says, hey, did you get a chance to check out the event? I'd love to know if you can make it. And this starts a conversation. You'll be doing this, so I happen to right now be doing this for an event, but you can do this and just automate these messages and copy paste them all the way down this list of almost 3,000 people and start conversations and inviting them to your free opportunity. Included, I'm going to have obviously the LinkedIn checklist, and I'm going to have a couple of scripts that I've used with great success, the ones that have got me the most clicks, that are a little bit more customized to specifically our membership site and your membership site. Please, 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 please customize these and ensure that you make sure you at least put the person's name in there so they know that you're not completely copy and pasting, and be sure that you are looking up as close to possible as your ideal target market. The more you can niche it down, I could come through here and say bankruptcy attorney, I could say a PI attorney. Make the conversation as specific to that individual as humanly possible, okay? This is not something that you're just going to do today and never again. This is something I want you to do every single day. If you have time on your hands, if you don't have enough clients, this is what you should be doing. Alrighty, I'm going to close this out. I'm going to wrap this up. If you have any questions, bring them all over to the KaiBio School for the Gifted Entrepreneur.
Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions about LinkedIn and making sure that you have both of these profiles, that your profile is optimized, you've asked for recommendations, and you've reached out to people. Moving forward, this is not going to be a just today thing. This is going to be a burst of you figuring out how to do this. Out there's certainly some automation tools that will make this easier and help you do it every day. Instead of spending an hour, you might be able to only spend like 5 minutes or 5 minutes throughout the day 4 times. This is going to be something along with the Facebook that you work on daily going forward, that you continue to drive this organic traffic that you're not paying for with money, you're using your time, right? If you have any questions about any of this stuff on LinkedIn, please hop over onto the KaiBio School for the Gifted Entrepreneur group and tag me, get a hold of Neil, just post the question to the entire group so that everyone can help you. And we want to make sure we get this aspect nailed down and that you can do this every single day. If you have any hiccups, again, come back to the group and let us help you, because you are part of a group now. You are one of us. I'm going to wrap up. Again, go to the group. Let's get your KaiBio win. This is going to be a very critical component to driving traffic. You can have the best membership site in the world, but if nobody knows about it, it just doesn't work. And LinkedIn is going to be very critical to helping you with that. So again, if you have questions, go to the Facebook group. Tomorrow we're going to start we're going to start backtracking just a little bit, and we're going to start perfecting processes and making sure that you have the foundation squarely built. We've covered let's say, get started. I wanted to make sure that you know how to use the membership platform. We've covered the basics on traffic, landing pages, thank you pages. And now we're going to backtrack a little bit to make sure that you've really honed in on your customer avatar, that you understand product market fit before we get into building the core aspects that you'll be building and selling. So, questions? Facebook group. Call me out at Jenna Apgar. Have a great day, and we'll see you at day number 8 tomorrow.